to Vons, Vines, and Trying Times. With your host, Reese. And his guest, Cassidy.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Vons, Vines, and Trying Times. I'm your host, Reese, and this is our guest, Cassidy. How are you doing today?
I'm doing so great. Thank you for having me.
Of course, of course. So on this segment, we're going to talk about grocery stores, and in specific, we're going to talk about Vons. So have you ever been to a Vons?
I did, actually. I grew up around this corner from Vons, and it was like the store. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we knew a lot of the cashiers, like, we'd run into them and talk to them like old friends, you know, things like that.
I myself have only been to Vons, I wouldn't say a select few times, but it's definitely not like my main like grocery store. You know, like I primarily go to like Trader Joe's and stuff, like even if I do grocery shop. Have you ever been to Trader Joe's?
I have, actually. My dogs usually only eat their dog food, and then they discontinued it. So now we have to try and find a new dog food that doesn't make my dogs barf.
Right.
So that kind of stinks.
Oh, well, that sucks. Well, have you found any new methods of doing so?
So far, my mom's kind of been spoiling our dogs by just blending cooked chicken into their food, or like pouring gravy on their food. They're so spoiled. Like, my mom treats them like other kids. Honestly.
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like, to me, like a lot of grocery stores are very similar to one another. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like they cater to like all different types of people, and so like I don't really see like oh, I love this place, or like I love that place. Like, obviously if it's like super specific, or like something like Whole Foods, I feel like it's like known for being like more natural or more healthy and like stuff like that.
Well, like you were talking about Trader Joe's, I feel like they have a very specific thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But for the most part, I feel like they all have the same products. They all have the same alcohol.
No, yeah, I agree. They all like have around like the same similar stuff. Like, you're gonna get your food, beverages, you know, snacks, like whatever you want.
Most of them have Starbucks now. So
oh yeah, I saw that a lot of Vons like now has Starbucks, which is like kind of cool because it's like 2-in-1, you know. But we are going to end this segment to talk about Vines when we come back from these commercial messages. Thanks.
Are you a struggling artist missing true talent? Well, I have the Bob to your Ross solution. Introducing the new and improved Bob Ross patches, the patch with advanced tech to help you become a prodigy, taking out all your hostility and frustration. You simply place it on your arm and you are ready to paint. As always, remember, there are no mistakes, just happy accidents.
Call now at 1-800-BOB-ROSS.
What the fuck is up, Kyle? So we are back today with Cassidy. Tell us about your favorite Vines.
I don't know, for some reason I feel like my favorite Vine will always be that cliche one where the girl's like in her mom's car, and it's like, I think it's because it's so bad that that's why it became popular.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like, it just always cracks me up. And then she tried to do one where she recreated it where she was in a bathtub. She was like, I'm in my mom's bath.
Oh,
swim,
that.
and it's just like, it's not the same, dude.
I think Vine is so like nostalgic for me because I was like 13 or 14 when it started or so, and it's like, it was only for like, you know, a few years, so it's like between when I was like 13, 14 to like, you know, like 17 or something around that time. So I think it's like nostalgic in that period where it's like it started when I was in middle school and then ended, I think, my senior year of high school, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So like, I don't know, I kind of like that it was like very like popular during its time, you know? Like, did you see that they were trying to make Vine 2?
Wait, what?
They were trying to make Vine 2.
What happened?
It just like kind of fell through, but yeah, I don't know. It just kind of like went downhill.
Yeah, I feel like because Instagram used to just be photos and things like that, and then since they add videos and they add like every social media story, so it's kind of like there's no point to have a social media just for one thing anymore.
I completely get that, and thank you so much for being our guest today, and we'll see you guys next time.